Welcome everyone to Fast Action Casino. Today I will be playing Heads Up Hold'em Poker at the fabulous Hialeah Park Casino. The buy-in for the session is $1,000. Let's get it. Now, as you know, I like to get the first two hands out of the way, and I don't like to risk too much money just so I can see how the session is going to start off. And on the first hand, of course, we have 7 deuce. We missed a flop, so we're definitely going to check that. Only way we stay in the hand is if we hit a 7 or a deuce, and the first hand we are going to fold it. Again, the first two hands, in my experience, do not have any indicators of whether you're going to have a good session. The second hand, we have an 8 and a 5, which aren't good cards, but again, this game is a game where we will see all 5 cards. And of course, we didn't hit anything here, so we have 2 folds in a row. That's why I like to get the 2 hands out of the way, but I always pick up my bet regardless of the outcome of the first 2 hands. So this is my first real hand. That's what I consider my first real hand of the session. Oh, and look at that. We have pocket king. So we already have a pocket pair bonus. We're definitely going to put a 4x behind there. Those cards don't want to get picked up because there must be a king out there in the back. And let's see if that's accurate. 8. Okay, well, we have a pair of kings. A pair of kings is definitely a great hand for this board. And the dealer has a 6-5. Dealer's playing the board. So this is a great start to our actual, what I consider the first hand. Pocket pair bonus. Would have been great if we would have been able to hit the trips to our full house, but we will take it. The pocket pair bonus on any pair pays 5-1. So I think I only have $5 there. So it's only $25 extra. But nonetheless, we cracked the pocket pair bonus. All right, so first real hand, I consider we won. 7 of spades, queen of spades. Now this is a 4x hand because it is a suited queen 7. I don't like to play it too often, to be honest, because I don't tend to win in it. And this board here, 2 pairs with a queen kicker is pretty good. Let's see if it holds up. And no, the dealer has a much better combination with the ace jack suited. Now the ace jack suited in this game, if that would have been my hand, I would have gotten paid 20-1 on the pocket bonus. All right, so we have a 3 of spades with a 5 of spades. I'm looking for my first straight flush. Every time I see possible straight flush cards, I think maybe one day it's coming to me. Missed on the flop, but we do need one more spade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or an ace or a spade. We have great cards. And is black? Oh, yes. 2. Oh, look at that. We were 1 card away from a straight flush. 2, 3, 4, 5 of spades. Missed the ace or the 6 by 1 card. Guys, I am telling you that the royal flush and the straight flush, I'm going to catch one pretty soon. And I'm going to catch it live. Well, I'm going to catch it on the stream. I'm not going live yet because I'm editing the videos and I'm cutting out the unnecessary parts, in my opinion. But as you can see, I am getting close and I will get it one day. All right, great start to the session. All right, we have a 3 of hearts and a 4 of clubs. Definitely a check hand, 2, 3, 4. If you don't hit anything, we're not going to be able to beat the dealer. So we actually have to hit in order for us to stake. We need a club, 3 or 4, and we miss. Striked out. We are out of here. We're going to relinquish that hand because it is just no good. It's not possible to play. All right, but we move forward. We have a 10 of spades, 8 of spades. Okay, I like the combination of cards. Nice, spade on the window. Okay, not a bad flop. Okay, one more spade. Let's get that flush. Nice, look at that. Runner to get the flush. This session is shaping up pretty good. That's another bonus. And the dealer has 5 high. My goodness, this is a great start. Guys, know the bonus payouts. On a flush, the trip plus pays 7-1. And on this game, a flush actually plays 2-1 on the odds. Know the payouts because anybody is capable of missing something or making a mistake. All right, we have an 8 of hearts with a 5 of spades. Look at that. Oh my goodness, this dealer's on fire. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And in some casinos, there's an additional bonus for flopping a straight or actually trips or better. So look at that. And pair of sevens. So there's already a pair of sevens on the board, which is great. And the dealer has a pair of sevens with a queen. But again, we got another bonus. This session is starting to shape up, and I am liking what I am seeing because 8-5 is not a great hand, and we're hitting with that. And the previous hand we hit with a 10-8 of spades with the runner spade. So definitely a great start. Let's see if we could keep this momentum going and start making up some money from the previous sessions. All right, we have a 7 of diamonds with a king of clubs. Now, this is normally a 4x hand, but it's just a hand that I don't tend to win with, so I'm just being conservative here, and I'm going to check it down. I missed on the flop, and I'm going to play it because I'm going to definitely always play a king high, but it's just not a hand I tend to win with, and look at that. I missed out on $75 because I was playing conservative, but then again, we had to hope that the dealer missed, because we didn't even hit the king or a7. Again, when it's your money, always play to the style that you like to play with. It's your money, your decision. That's how I always see it. And we have a king 5. This is another 4x hand according to the book, but again, I don't tend to win much with this hand, so these are minor adjustments that I make. And we're gonna play it regardless. All right, so we have to hope that the king high holds. So let's see if the king high could hold 2 hands in a row. And sure enough, look at that, it does. You know, sometimes you play a little conservative and it works out. And sometimes you can play aggressive and it'll work out. But you never know, this is gambling. I just tend to play according to my play history. All right, ace of clubs, that's all I have to see in order to 4x this hand. Now we have increased our bets. We're having $50 on each ante and odds, so it's 200 behind on the raise. Okay, we didn't hit an ace. Okay, we have ace high. Ace high. Reason we do the 4x is because if the dealer misses, oh, dealer got a 9. So now we have to beat the 9. So we need a 9, a 10, a king, or an ace. Those are the only cards that we can win with. And sure enough, dealer, you are amazing. We have ace king. Not only are we going to win the hand and the 4x hand, but we're also going to win on the pocket bonus. Now, ace face suited pays 20 to 1. Our ace face is not suited, so it's going to pay 10 to 1. Great hand. Thank you, dealer, for giving us the ace king. We appreciate it very, very much. All right, 5 of clubs, jack of diamonds. Definitely check that. And we missed on the flop, so we're going to check. 4, 5, 6. We need a 7, dealer, and a king. Okay, so this is a jack high. It's a good board. There's a pair on the board. So if the jack high holds, it would also get paid on the ante. Now the dealer also has jack high, but their 9 kicker plays, and our 5 does not. So jack 5 no good. And look at that. We have jack 6 now. Jack 5's no good, but jack 6 is just a little bit better. Check that flop. And again, we're going to go for a jack high. One of these jack high hands have to hold up. But it's not going to be this one. The dealer gets a full boat with the deuces. All right, so jack 5, jack 6 not holding up. Let's see if we can get a better hand now. All right, 4 hearts, 6 of spades. We need little cards, dealer. And that is definitely not little cards. Keep it small. All right, we got 2 pairs with, we're playing the board. And the 8 is just too small for me to play. I've seen some people risk it, but I wouldn't risk it. And look at that, wow, dealer has another full house. This is unbelievable. The dealer's catching all the bonuses. All right, great, 10 queen. I love 10 queen. Again, we're at $50 on the ante and odds, so we put 200 behind. Great flop for us. We need a jack. Let's go jack one time for the straight. All right, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We got to avoid a 6 or a jack. Don't do it, dealer. And oh my goodness, the dealer has just gotten 3 bonuses in a row with a 6-4. 6-4 had no business beating the 10 queen after we flopped the 10, but that's how this game goes. You will see all 5 cards. All right, 6 queen. This is, if I lose this hand, that'll be 5 hands in a row, and I will be out. And I will end the session. Oh, it gave us a 6 for us to stick around. Let's see if we could keep us here, dealer. In order to keep us here, we have to win the hand. And look at that. The 6 queen upsets ace jack suited. Now, that would have been another bonus if I would have been playing in the second position, because the dealer had 4 bonuses in a row and an ace jack suited, which pays 20 to 1. All right, 6-8 of spades. Nice flop. We hit a 6. We do want to, I know it's risky, but I do want to press the bet because it's very difficult for another club to come out. Yep, and let's see, 6 high is looking good. And yep, great hand. We end up beating the dealer just enough with the 8 kicker. That is why I always say, if you have a pair, even if it's the lowest pair on the board, I always bet it. I always 2x it. I know it's a little scary because when all 5 cards are out there, you might have the lowest pair, but it's very difficult to get a pair in this game. All right, king of spades. Oh, I was hoping to have an ace or a king. King 8, we're going to 4x that hand anyways. All right, club, club, club. We do have a club, so if we are looking for another club or a king. Okay, we got a king. Top pair. Top pair is always good. And pair of jacks. So we did need the king because the dealer flopped the jack. But this dealer has been so kind that she is giving me the cards to just edge out the dealer. So thank you very much for the cards. All right, and we have a queen of diamonds with a king of hearts. All right, so the king is following us around. We are definitely going to 4x it. And this is a great flop for a king high. And an even better board. There's 2 pairs. We have the highest kicker. And look at that. Dealer has a 2 and a 9. So we definitely take this pot down. We do lose a pocket bonus and a trips, but we definitely smashed the back end and hit $250 on the back end. If we keep this going, we are going to have a phenomenal session. All right, 5-4 dealer. We need the small cards, nothing big. And of course, everything is over us, so we're going to check that. And we need a 4 or 5. There's no way to stay in this hand. We have to let that one go for free. We're not even going to defend it. Yeah, dealer, doesn't matter what you flip. You're going to beat us there. Very, very difficult for you to have had less than a 5-4. All right, 7 jack. Definitely a check hand. I'm going to check it. And we don't hit. Now, if I would have had ace high or king high, I would have actually 2x'd that flop. Well, jack high is not bad. So we're going to play queens 4s with a jack. Oh, my goodness. And the dealer has another bonus. Well, this session here, there's a lot of bonuses being paid out. Whether I get them or the dealer has gotten them, there has been a lot of bonuses in this session. But let's keep them on our side of the table, dealer. Ace, ace, 8. All right, throw 2 more aces out there. Why not? And jack high. We're going to play jack high. Let's see if we could win one hand with jack high because we've tried a couple times earlier on. And sure enough, there we go. We finally win with a jack high. We are rolling. Now, I often see other players fold jack high with good boards. Let me know in the comments if you would have played jack high as well. All right, jack of spades. We keep getting jacks. Jack deuce. Okay, let's see if this jack deuce could hold up as well. We just went with the jack 3 in the hand before. Let's see if the jack deuce can do it. Oh, there's a deuce. Another deuce. We need another deuce, dealer. Okay, we got the lowest pair, guys. And ace 5, which is great. Dealer does not qualify. And that is why we play the pairs, because it is difficult to get a pair. And look at that. We won with a jack 3 and a jack deuce. All right, 8 of hearts, deuce of diamonds. We're going to check that one out. Oh, deuces never loses. We got another deuce. Let's go. Great, we got another deuce. All right, we're going to sprinkle some luck. Come on, dealer, let's get quads on this session. And oh no, we got a 4. Okay, but we got trips. This is another trip bonus. And the dealer has a pair of 2s on the board, so that's great. They're going to qualify, and we get trips on top. We're close. We're going to catch that quads pretty soon. I can feel it. All right, we have a 5 of spades and a 4 of diamonds. Again, we have to have low cards, 9-9 deuce. Ace, we need a 4 or a 5. And okay, so this is good because we're going to get trips, but we do have to relinquish the hand. We cannot win with the 5 high, but at least we have some sort of compensation. And the dealer has pocket kings. The dealer is a savage. It would have been great if the hands would have been reversed, but nonetheless, we got a little compensation back by getting the trip bonus. On another jack. The jacks have been following me. All right, we miss on the jack. Oh, dealer, one time, 10. And yes, dealer, you just gave us a bonus. Unbelievable with a jack 4. Definitely unexpected, and the dealer qualifies with the ace high. Again, this session, there's been a lot of bonuses. I think I've got about 6 bonuses up until this point, and the dealer has hit about 5 or 6 as well. So definitely a session with a lot of action both ways. But thank you, dealer, for giving me the straight, because if I would have had the ace on this hand, I would have gotten wrecked. All right, so I am trying to steal a hand since the dealer has been catching great bonuses on their end. So I got a 10-6. We're going to check that. And okay, we're going to play 10 high. We got 2s, kings, an ace, and a 10. How funny. I try to steal the hand. Dealer has a 10-6 as well. And look at that. If I would have been patient one more time, I would have been able to 4x that ace 8 hand, and I would have won more money. You know, that's how it is sometimes. You try to get an edge, and you never know what's going to happen. All right, ace of hearts. You know we're going to double that up, 200 in the back. Let's see what we got this hand. We missed a flop. All right, another 4, an ace. Okay, so we need the dealer to miss. And great, that's why I love these hands, because we're free rolling. We need a 4. Oh, look at that, dealer. You just gave us an ace. High five to the dealer, because the dealer was saying I was going to have an ace on the bottom. And this dealer was 100% correct. Unbelievable, dealer. You called it. You were absolutely right. And you gave us our first pocket bonus with pocket aces on stream. So thank you so much for that. All right, we have a 2 of spades with a 5 of hearts. We're going to check 5 high. Oh, 2 on the window. Okay, deuces never loses. Let's do it again. All right, I did crank my bet up to 75, so there's 150 behind. And 2 pairs. 2 pairs is always a great hand. And the dealer does not qualify, which is fine. Going to push back the antes. And we have a lot of possible outs on the first position. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 6 or an ace. Okay, and we got a pair of 9, so ultimately that hand's going to win. Again, that's just a distractor hand, and the pair of 9s would have definitely lost to the 2 pairs on the second position, so this was considered a great steal. All right, so we have a queen of spades with a 6 of diamonds. We're going to check that. And we have a 6 on the window, which is great because we're hitting our pairs. Again, we got 75 on the ante, so it's 150 behind. Oh, another 4 or a 6 would be amazing. Oh my goodness, dealer, you just did not do that. You're unbelievable. This is amazing. And the dealer had great cards as well. King, Jack of hearts. That's definitely would have been a 4x hand if I would have gotten it. But can't complain because I picked up my bets all around. And I do have $50 on the trip bonuses, so that in itself is going to pay $400. Great. I also have 75 on the back, and at 3-1, I'm going to get 225 on the odds. So great session, great start. I'm definitely going to come out a winner in this session because I did lose on the previous two. But this session here, there's no way I'm giving back all that money. Again, I'm trying to steal a hand here. Let's see if it works out. We got a Jack 5. And we're going to check. All right, not a bad flop. Jack high is pretty good in this position, but let's try to get us a Jack or a 5 to improve our hand. Okay, so we're playing the board. The Jack doesn't even play here. What we're doing is we're playing the board. I did crank up the bet even more to $100 a hand, a position. So dealer's also playing the board, so it's a push. Let's see if in this hand here we can have a deuce. Okay, we have a king, another king. We need a king or a deuce for a full house. Again, I'm playing minimum there because I'm not allowed to see those cards. I do have to play that hand blind. And so let me know right now what you think. Should I just play the blind hand with the trips or the pocket bonus, or should I play it like this where I play minimum on each position? Let me know your thoughts because in the other sessions I was playing only the pocket bonus and the trips. As you see, the bets are now 100, 100, and I do have 50 on the trips and I believe on the pocket pair as well. So we have a 5 and a 6. We're checking it down. And the only way we could stay is with a 5 or a 6. Ace 2. Nope, we have to let that one go. Couldn't even defend it. And yes, dealer, no matter what you flip, you are going to beat me. A 10-7 is definitely good. As you can see, we are trying to smash this session. We picked up our bet significantly. We're at $100 for the ante and bonus, $50 on the trip plus and the pocket bonus. And we have the Jack high that has been following us all session. We missed once again with the Jack high on the flop. All right, 8, 9. We need a 10. 10 one time, dealer. And we have a 3. So we don't even have a pair. Now, I'm definitely considering playing this, but the dealer gave me a look like, what are you doing? And you know what? Thank you, dealer, because you have the absolute nuts in this hand. You have the 10 Jack. This first hand is a goner. I don't expect to win with this hand. We needed a miracle to win on the first position. And dealer, you just saved me $100 with your intuition. Either way, we're going to continue with the $100 bets. We're going to do the same bet. We have a 7 of hearts, 6 of spades. We're going to check that. And we have a 7 high. We definitely have to check. And we need some help. Oh, 4. 4 one time. We need a 4. Trying to sprinkle myself some luck. And we missed. And we're just going to have to give this hand up. We're not going to go for any more. I am going to guarantee that we are going to win a session finally. And I am stacking up the chips. And in this session, the buy-in was $1,000, and we are going to cash out with $2,210, which is a profit of $1,110. Let's go over the session stats. In this session, I played a total of 34 hands. 18 were wins, 14 were losses, and I did have 2 pushes. I did get 7 trip bonuses and 3 pocket pair bonuses, which one of them did include the pocket aces. I 4x 7 times and I won 5 out of the 7 4x hands. This was a great session to stop the losing streak. I did come out with a profit of $1,110, and that was that I did lose about another $1,000 in the last 3 hands because I was really trying to get a great session. If you are enjoying yourself, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next session. Thank you.